Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV, proudly backed for the season by Ladbrokes. They've got a new offer now, Odds Boost. You pick who you want your first goal scorer to be, click the Odds Boost button and they will add to that so it gets further away. So you could potentially win more money. More about that later on when we pick our first goal scorer. But I am here for the starting 11 prediction as Liverpool travel over to play Sevilla in the Champions League. Match day 5 in the Champions League. We're in a good position. We've got 8 points, Sevilla behind us on 7. So here's the side that I think Jurgen Klopp is going to put forward to beat Sevilla. None of this drawing lark. We're going to go out there and we're going to try and beat them. We're going to start with the goalkeeper, Luis Karius, who is the Champions League goalkeeper this season. I think he'll start in net. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to come out and Joe Gomez is the man to replace him. Joel Matip, major doubt still with a thigh strain, so I've gone with Dejan Lovren and Ragnar Klavan at the heart of the defence, and I don't think there'll be any rest for former Sevilla player Alberto Moreno. It's time that he put those demons from the Europa League final to bed once and for all. Big performance needed from Alberto Moreno, but judging on this season's, I do believe that he can do it. In the centre of the park, I think Jordan Henderson's going to sit this one out. We've seen Emre Can play in Europe a few times this season. We've seen him adopt that number 6 position. I think he'll be in there. Alongside him, I think it's going to be Gini Wijnaldum, and I think probably Phil Coutinho. Now, there's a shout here for James Milner to come back into the side. There's a shout for Adam Lallana, who I imagine will be in the squad, but probably not the first 11. So that's my midfield 3. I'm going to go Mo Salah on the right-hand side. I'm going to go Sadio Mane on the left-hand side. And, of course, up top, Roberto Firmino. Interested to hear yours. Your starting 11, so get them in the comment section now. I'm going to do comments at the end of the video. We'll go through some of them as well. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see changed. So my substitute bench, I'm going to go with Simon Mignolet. I'm going to go Jimmy Milner, Trent Alexander-Arnold, captain Jordan Henderson, Adam Lallana, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, not Alexander Oxlade-Chamberlain, which I have been saying many, many times, and Daniel Sturridge. Want away, apparently, Daniel Sturridge, who wants to move in January, if you believe reports in the newspapers from last night. I did mention Odds Boost. I'm going to go first goal scorer. I predicted it correctly, and I should be predicting it correctly, because it just seems to be Mo Salah scoring first every single time. I'm going to do that exactly again. Now, it was given to me at 5-1 as of time of filming, as of time of streaming even. I boosted the odds, so I get 11-2, so a little bit of a boost on Mo Salah. We've won about 3 or 4 times this season on Mo Salah's first goal scorer, so I don't think they want to boost it too much, because blatantly they're just printing money to Liverpool fans if you watch this show anyway. So there you go, that's my starting 11 and my first goal scorer. Hoping for an extra few quid from the odds boost there. Who's captain, says Michael Garner. Finn Davey 10k also says, who is the captain? I do not know who the captain in that side would be, you know. I mean, yeah, who is it? Who's captain there? Phil, maybe? Do you give captaincy to someone who put a transfer request in? I wouldn't. Who would you give it to, Tom? Will you give it to Phil?
It's going to be Lovren, isn't it?
Lovren?
Yeah. Look at the team. Who can it be? Maybe.
Could you imagine? He's been playing well.
Maybe.
Sadio, Roberto Firmino, Emre Can even, to be fair. Let us know who you think the captain should be in the comments section. Brendan Rodgers is back in there, is Emre Can. And then I'm going to add this, he's a technically gifted footballer. He's a wonderful technician, is what Brendan would say. As a fella says Can. Dylan Leith says Genie, as does Michael Nicosia. Genie, welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the review show and on the starting 11 prediction. Finn Davey 10k is just laughing at the Lovren shout. Start Milner, says Rishav Joshi. Okay, so where would you put Milner in for maybe Gini Wijnaldum, something like that? So then, yeah, I can see that. You know what, we did the Uncensored Match Build-Up show. I'm not sure if it's out yet on YouTube, but we did the Uncensored Match Build-Up show earlier on today with John Machin and Ian Newbury, obviously Paul as well. We picked our preferred 11s. Milner was in my preferred 11, but this is obviously what I think Klopp's going to do. Gomez replaces Klavan and Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, says Abhishek Shiwakoti. Apologies for the poor pronunciation. Yeah, that's a shout, like.
I've got one for you from before. Vitrico 10 says, Gomez can't come in if Matip isn't fit. We need a centre-back on the bench.
This is the thing. Trent Alexander-Arnold's on the bench because we've got no centre-backs. Yeah. And then what would happen is I think Joe Gomez would have to come in and Trent would have to play right back if we get an injury to the centre-backs. Who was that?
V-Trico10.
Thanks for the comment, V-Trico10. Is Robertson alive, says Ty Randall. Yes, he is. He's not on injury room anyway, but I'm not sure they cover deaths. But no, he's definitely alive. Firmino is a true servant and always deliver hard work and a good mentality, says Philip Jarring. Do you know what? If that was the side that we were to put out and Roberto Firmino was made captain, I'd be all over that. I'd be really happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, absolutely. Chan, 100% born leader, says Abdul Manzoor. Nathan Day says, give it Ragnar. Why not? Owen Gallagher, Chris, Moreno first goal scorer, Chan for captain. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a little look at the odds for Moreno first goal scorer. Tom, can you find me another one? Another comment?
Yes. GM Productions, Gomez should be safe for Chelsea because he's more solid for coming up against Hazard.
You know what, I agree with that. And it was something Paul mentioned actually on the build-up show as well about saving Joe Gomez for that game at the weekend. I think he'll be fine for 2 in a week. I think this is a really difficult game and we can't underestimate just how good Sevilla are. I mean, they are a top-quality European side, having won the Europa League 3 years on the bounce just a couple of years ago. So we know what we're coming up against Sevilla. And we are away from home, so for me, that's why I've gone with Joe Gomez, but I completely agree with what you're saying about keeping Joe Gomez for Chelsea. I do think it's 2 games a week. He's had a game off. He obviously had a couple of international appearances, didn't he? Not full games. Have that little weekend, 2 games in a week, maybe bring Trent Alexander-Arnold back in for Stoke Wednesday next week when we're away from home. That's what my thinking on the matter is anyway. Hopefully I've answered your question there. I'm still trying to find it, but the problem is I started talking. I forgot what I was doing. So it's Moreno. Hang on. Wow, Moreno is miles down this list here. 33-1 with odds boost. I'm not logged in, but you have to be logged in for odds boost. That's going up to some mad like 40-1 or something. It's worth a punt.
Walker, you'll never walk alone. Give Sturridge a run. Firmino has literally played every game. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Has he literally played every game?
No, but hyperbole.
Okay, but I mean, you can't hyperbolise and use the word literally.
Yeah.
I mean, those two just don't go hand in hand. There you go, get on me for me knowledge of the English language.
He's basically saying, should Sturridge start?
Sturridge should absolutely get minutes over the next few games, but as kind of what I said a minute ago, I do believe that we may be underestimating Sevilla's strengths. Like, this is massively important for us to get the win here, you know, or even a draw or a good result. We want to not only qualify from this group, but qualify first from this group. And this is a big game against a team that are used to playing European football. We know we did them last time, although we drew 2-2. We were the better side. We should have won that game of football, but for a penalty miss, we would have won that game of football. We went 1 goal behind, we got into a lead 2-1, and then when we drew 2-2, sorry. But they're a good side. They will have attacks. They will put us under pressure. It's not going to be a walk in the park like it was against Southampton at the weekend. And as such, I think Bobby Firmino makes our team better. You know, winning that ball back high up the pitch, trying to start those counter-attacks that we look for so often, get the gegenpressing on the go. And then, you know what, if we're a couple of goals to the good, best case scenario, then take him off, give Sturridge his minutes, make sure that Firmino's okay for Chelsea. But you're absolutely right. He's had a lot of football, but he's showing no signs of tiring for me. And Jurgen Klopp will know that this is a massively important game, and that's why I think Firmino will start the game.
Kajan Navathinaraja said, where did you get your top?
Love, Follow, Conquer. So if you go on our Twitter, we post Love, Follow, Conquer things. There's a link there, and then you can go and buy this. Basically, it's amazing. It says he's quick, like, and he is. And he could now add, he can score loads of goals as well. Which is great. I actually put a tweet out last night. I don't tweet very often because generally I just get Chelsea fans having a go at me. But I put a tweet out saying, Liverpool, I've wanted Liverpool to sign a 30-goal-a-season striker for ages, and we have, and I didn't even realise. And that's what Mo Salah's like, and this tweet banged, in fairness. It's like 700 likes or something like that. And like, I don't tweet very often, so I don't know what. I'd imagine that my mum normally likes me tweets, and that's about it. Like, but a few people other than my mum's definitely liked it as well. But yeah, go ahead. Dark Phoenix 89 says Salah top goal scorer now. What a beast. Bench again for Pajak while Machin starts as Mike Tyson. No, that's not fair, man. That's not fair. We had a good, fit, strong squad with a great bench. No matter what Klopp picks, buzzing for this success, says Jamie Bennett. That's it. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that bench. Mignolet, Milner, Trent, Henderson, Lallana, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Daniel Sturridge. And you know what? That's a great bench. And here's the thing. Danny Ings has actually travelled for this game as well, you know. So if you want the full squad, actually, I can get the full squad for you right now because it's boss basically, and I love this squad. Like, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Twitter while we can. Apologies for the delay. I will try and talk as we keep going, but there we go. We're over there now. Right, here we go. Come on. Karius, Wijnaldum, Lovren, Milner, Firmino, Coutinho, Salah, Gomez, Hendo, Sturridge, Grujic, Klavan, Moreno, Mane, Lallana, Ox, Mignolet, Chan, Robertson's in the squad, so he is alive. Ings, Solanke, Ward, and Trent. And I tell you what, you can't probably see that. See that tweet there? That one right there at the Redmen TV on Twitter? Yeah? That would not have been possible had they not increased it to 280 characters. And I still think it was a bit of a struggle. But 2 weeks ago, we wouldn't have been able to do that tweet. So you should thank Twitter from us. I mean, amazing.
I've got a mad question for you.
Oh, go
As
on.
a fella, was the person.
Oh, right, okay.
I know.
I thought that was the start of the question. As a fella, what do you think about... Go on.
Who would you rather have, Sterling, Suarez and Sturridge, or Mane, Salah and Firmino? I'm guessing at the peaks. That's so hard.
Sterling, Suarez and Sturridge, Mane, Salah, Firmino.
Like,
Here's the thing. You asked me this question at the end of the season as a fella. Right now, 51, I think it was, goals from Sturridge and Suarez together. Throw in another, I think it was 7 for Raheem Sterling. If you could check this for me, I think it was 58 goals from that front three. We're on for about 2006 goals from Salah, about 15 from Mane, and 3 from Firmino. So, I don't know, I think it was 58 goals from that front three, and it was a few years ago now, so I can't exactly remember. I think I preferred that one. But I'd seen a full season of that. I'd seen how close we got as well to the league title. Ask me at the end of the season, I might very well say Mane, Salah, Firmino, because both front threes are fearsome. Absolutely fearsome, aren't they?
so, in all competitions, Suarez got 31, Sturridge got 24, Sterling got 10.
So it's more, 60 something.
So that's 35, 45? No, 55, 65.
65 goals from them. Right now, I'm still going to say them. But that's only because of Luis Suarez. I couldn't care less about Raheem. But that Sturridge would be amazing. I mean, imagine this with that Sturridge as well. And it would be no question that it would be this front three with Sturridge backing them up. And here's the thing, right now I think we've got a better squad than in 13-14. You know, I do believe that. Look at that bench. I mean, it's amazing. We had 13 or 14 players that played most of the games in 13-14, and we were amazing. Don't get me wrong. But now I do feel like we're better equipped. The problem, of course, is that there's just more good teams and more money floating around the Premier League even just a few years ago. That was a great question. Absolutely great question.
We missed the super chat.
Ooh.
God the good one.
Have it. Attack, attack, attack.
Nice one for the £2.
Nice one, lad. That's boss. I'm going to get some more magnets with that £2. It's going to be amazing. If Studs can't play, he can't impress to get a place in the World Cup. That's it. That's an interesting thing, isn't it? And maybe that's why Danny Ings has been put in this squad, you know. Because if there's murmurs about Sturridge wanting to go in January and stuff, then if that's the case, and I'm just throwing this out there, hypothesising as it were, you get Ings into this squad as quickly as possible and start giving him minutes, don't you? Because if Sturridge wants to leave in January, and we might not have the funds to go out and buy a £20 million replacement for him, well, we've got one sat in the wings, and does that mean that we might actually see more and more minutes as this next month and a half goes on for Danny Ings, such that if Sturridge does go, we've got someone fit and who's not coming in off the cold. You know, he's playing football in the under-23s, he's doing all right there as well. So maybe we'll see more minutes, and maybe that'll be a clue as to whether Daniel Sturridge could be leaving Liverpool in January. So there you go. Look at Chris using the big words like hyperbole, says Brendan. Something on my face there, mate. Can you see any truth in the Mascherano coming back, and would he be our defensive mid or go in at centre-back, says Ozzy Hughes. I don't know whether there's any truth in him coming back to Anfield. I think there's truth in the fact that he might want to leave to get more football, leave Barcelona. I'm not bothered about Mascherano as such. I mean, I'd love him back, and I think he would come in probably as a backup both, to be honest. Although I would personally play him at centre-back. Here's the thing. There's a guy at Barcelona who you can approach for a pre-contract at the end of December. And that guy's Lionel Messi. And we're about 40 odd days away from Lionel Messi being able to be approached by clubs about coming to them. I'm just going to leave that hanging there for a second, because I know it's nuts. And I know it's against the FSG model.
I think
just go and have a word.
just scrap that model if it's Lionel Messi.
It's Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
Imagine we're in a world where Lionel Messi moves for free to Liverpool. It's Football Manager, that.
Pay him whatever he wants.
Pay him whatever he wants, man. I mean, it would be amazing. There you go, Chris Dobson. Pay him whatever he wants. 400 grand a week. Messi to Liverpool's confirmed, said Sam King. Yeah, why not? But this is the thing. Sack the free Van Dijk. Hashtag free Lionel. That's what I'm saying. I'm bringing it back. Free Lionel. Messi out, Pajak in, says Mike. What is your problem with me, Mike? You're so mean to me all the time. Come on, man. Jonathan Higgins, what are the odds on us signing Messi? Check the odds there, mate. Shut up, Jonathan. Suarez has threatened to leave Barca if they sign Griezmann. His last words before he'd left were, I'd only play for Liverpool. Oh, come on, man. We're basically signing Messi and Suarez and Mascherano.
Just, that'd be so good. Like, that squad would be better than this.
I couldn't imagine. If I start imagining that live, I'd get a hard on. I'm not even going to go there. I mean, it's mental. Imagine.
I'm so happy that the camera cuts off.
About here?
Midriff.
Yeah, well, that's just to get the underside of my belly. No one wants to see that, you know what I mean? Messi, wow. Then we're going to win the Prem. We should definitely make a thumbnail. Messi to Liverpool confirmed for this.
Defo.
Yeah. We're not going to do that, but it would be good. Thanks for joining us and getting into this conversation. It's boss, like, absolutely brilliant. Ronaldo, so to swerve Man United for Liverpool. Would you take Ronaldo?
All day. I don't care.
Okay. Right, score predictions coming in from Kieran Shard Maple, who's bored of me talking about Lionel Messi, clearly. It's gone. Dang, I think he said 3-0. Apologies. Chris, Liverpool will win 3-0, there you go. Probably end up with Lionel Richie up front, said Sam King. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, there you go. I mean, and do you know what? I've got to go because I'm so excited about Liverpool signing Lionel Messi that I can't contain myself anymore. Thank you to everyone who's joined, who's commented, who's got involved in the conversation. That's my side for Liverpool versus Sevilla. Obviously, go and check us out at the Redmen TV. For that one person who gave a shit, my Twitter is Mr. Blood Red, by the way. Someone did say, what's Chris's Twitter? I'm not making that up. It really did happen. It's Mr. Blood Red. Obviously, come and subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. Click that like button. Check us out on Volay as well. New like football, Twitter, Instagram kind of thing, building up a nice little 2,000 strong community of Liverpool fans over there. It's a nice place, actually. It's a lovely place. So Twitter, Facebook, Volay, all that jazz. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time on the Redmen TV.